Hey, this is Brianna for Unsigned and Unleashed. I'm here with Keith Buckley from Every Time I Die. How are you doing today?
Full of meat right now. We just had
Full of meat.
A late dinner at Carnegie Deli.
Awesome.
And, boy, yeah.
What did you order?
We ordered the Reuben, which is just a mound of meat.
A mound of meat?
Yeah.
So he's prepared now.
About to pass out, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to ask Keith 5 questions. They're going to be about From Parts Unknown and about your personal life.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Right.
Okay, sweet. So when you're writing X Lives, you kind of said that you were in a bad place, you're pretty angry. So how does the Keith who wrote From Parts of Unknown sort of compare to the Keith that wrote X Lives?
After X Lives, there was a part of me that realized that being angry all the time and feeling like things were owed to me wasn't the healthiest way to live anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of tried to turn it around a little bit. Started meditating and started reading into that, and took a bunch of, I would say courses, classes, things like that. Kind of got into that way of life because it was something that I realized that nobody else was going to do for me. So I had to kind of start in and then go out, and so it's a very different. It's coming from a very different spot. When there's a lot more
Positive.
positive, yeah.
Slightly.
Still realistic,
Yes.
but just a little more hopeful about things.
Yes. Still Every Time I Die, but
Yeah.
just a little bit more happy.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. So I picked one song off the album for us to go sort of in depth on.
Okay.
So the track that I picked is track number 6, which is Moor.
Uh-huh.
I really like it because it's sort of creepy and you're kind of like telling the story.
Yeah.
So in that song, who is the he that you're talking about, and what was the overall inspiration for the track?
That's very personal.
Yes.
Very personal. The he is unknown, as he has not been caught by the cops yet. But it's a story. It's a story about being someone I care very much about being personally victimized, and person is still at large. So the song is just a very human song about revenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is a real life story.
It is a real life story. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. So check that song out on the record, track number 6.
Yeah. Very personal.
Awesome. So a month ago, you did a quick interview with Roxanne.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some questions that I like to ask bands are, would you ever date someone who liked your band, why or why not? And a lot of bands say no.
Right.
And you also agreed with that. So
Yes.
why do you think that is?
I'm an exception to the rule. Actually, my wife is with me today. She came from Buffalo, and we've known each other since we were 12 years old. So I was lucky enough to kind of meet someone before all this happened. But I don't know. It's just, every case is very specific, so I can't say that there's like a general rule. But I think a lot of musicians avoid it because people that are in bands realize that there's a lot of other people like them, and that if someone likes you because of this certain set of conditions, that it's very easy to like someone else for that certain set of conditions because the lives are so shared and so similar. So I think that when you meet someone, when all that fat's stripped away and there's just a very bare bones connection, it's usually promises to be a little more, stable.
Stable.
Yeah.
So you got to like that person for the right reasons.
Right, exactly. It's got to be
Awesome.
the right reasons. I don't know what the reasons are to like me yet, but
Someone does. There you have it.
Yes, yeah.
Lucky girl.
Yeah.
All right, so the last question is, how would you describe a good person? The trademark question.
A good person.
Yeah.
Jeez. I don't know. I don't know if there's any way to describe it. I think if they're I think sincerity is honestly the best way to be good, but if you're sincere about being bad, I think you're still good. You know what I mean? If you own exactly who you are, and you're not really letting people shame you for it, then I think that makes you a good person, even if the things that you are open about are disagreeable to me. That's kind of what I look for. I'm not going to get along with everybody, but there's a lot of people I respect, even though they do things that aren't quote-unquote good.
So go hard or go home.
Go hard.
Go home.
Go truthful or go home.
Go truthful or go home. All right, awesome. So you guys can catch Every Time I Die on Warped Tour, and you can pick up the record From Parts Unknown on July 1st through Epitaph Records.
Yes,
so
yes.
Thank you so much, Keith.
Thank you very much.
No problem.